Hey guys, my name is Seniac and today we are back with another episode of Dead End here in City Skylines. Guys, last episode we extended more of the area, but we have a few little problems creeping up right now. But before we take a look at that, today we're going to be building our very own university. We're finally going to get our citizens educated to the next level, because a lot of our businesses are now requesting higher educated citizens. So we're going to implement and get a small, modest, and I know I say this in the past quite a lot, but it is going to be a small and modest university. I honestly am not going to go too over the top. We're going to implement that in today. So as always, guys, if you are enjoying the series this episode and want to see more in the long run, and please make sure you smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new around here so you are notified when the next episode does come out. Now, we have a few little issues. I didn't realize until last episode when someone left a comment. One of our first issues is everyone's looking a little bit ill, right? Everyone's looking a little bit ill, especially in lost wages over here right now. If I go to pollution, we have 3% polluted drinking water, and I had to think to myself, then, yo, where's this coming from? I mean, we're all hooked up to everywhere, and people are dying left, right, and centre right now. And it turns out, if I check the pollution, it's this. Now, when this used to once flow downstream, I don't know what's happened, but the sewage has decided to flow upstream and is now kind of polluting the clean drinking water source here. So I'm going to turn this off. Turn it off. We can't be using that no more, boys. We can't be using that no more. And let it hopefully turn around and funnel out. I do need to create like another water treatment plant over here at some point. But I'm hoping then that is then going to kind of get rid of the polluted water. That is not good. Okay, there we go. So it was just that pump. It's now killed it down to 0%. I just gotta wait for them to now slightly recover and stop drinking dirty poop. Oh dear. This is what we built last episode, our beautiful little oasis in the middle of the desert. But that was my first little issue. My second one is this train station over here. Now, it ain't looking too good, boys. It ain't looking too good. As of right now, every so often, all the trains get caught up in here, which then causes traffic jams because the trains stop over the crossroads. We got a little bit of an issue going on right now. And plus, nobody can get out right now. What's going on here? What is legit going on here right now? They're all trying to go around in a big circle. So we got to sort some of this kind of stuff out right now as well. People are trying to cross over here as well. So we might need to create like a little walkway over to elevate over just so we can kind of eliminate the amount of people crossing. There was so many people walking about around this area. Also, I've got to redo some of the train lines too, because I believe we have... let me count the train. I believe we have, coming through here, we've got 1, 2... I mean, I could be wrong, but we might have 3 train... No, it is 3 train lines. One that goes from over here, obviously all the way up to Drought. One that goes from Drought the other way around through here, and then one coming away then from Lost Wages. So it's 3 train lines hooked up in there. I've got to try and minimize them to at best 2. To reduce the amount of trains tearing through this area, because they do stop and start and cause a lot of issues. Now, before I started recording, trains were backed up for days, like they are right now. And they all kind of come in, wait, and then it overloads this train station altogether. So we're going to create a little bit of a better system for these a little bit later. So remember, that's where you got to get set up. But first, I want to take a look at focusing on creating our university. Now, like I said in the past, I don't want to go too over the top, because we've only got a little bit of space to work with anyway. But one thing that's non-negotiable is I want to get in a one of the sports stadiums. That is non-negotiable. Out of all the things that I can get in, that is something I really do want to get in right now. So what we'll do, we'll utilize this big avenue road here as being the entry point to the university, and we'll do it with this one with the trees. There we go. So having the trees in the side there, right there, it kind of creates a nice, beautiful approach. And if I bring it up to about... Yeah, I'll bring it up to about 10. And utilizing the trees as well. If I come off by 4 and a 4... Because what I could do... Well, first, I need to kind of set up the area, but I'm going to build like a fountain here. And that'd be kind of like the little round section with the main building at the back. So if I just quickly place in the main building, just so it then goes on to create the zoning area for it, so I can then place it down. So this is where the university is going to be. Literally, it's just going to be this little section here. There we go. This side of the highway. So they'll be using the monorail as one of the main stops, or the main forms of transport for it. So, got that in. All because I just want to get then a fountain. Why would he get sat on the edge of that road? What's going on? Is the game okay? How big is it anyway? I'll place it here. So, okay, let me just come up to, let's say, by... No, I won't say 7. That's weird how I can't snap it on there. 8. Right, I've done a beautiful little square there. Okay, no, it's a little bit bigger than that. So what we'll do, we'll come out 5 by 5. So 5, we'll go up by 10. Just to kind of judge. That wasn't a 5, was it? 5. And then... It's so weird how it won't snap just there. But we're too far up, okay? I just realised I've used a different type of tree as well. So I'll do the 8. Right. And then, there we go. So, as good as. We'll drop a little fountain in just there. I've got to upgrade this little tiny bit of road as well. It's kind of annoying. Bam! There we go. So then the main building will be dropped directly there, centralised. And that becomes the main approach to the university. Pretty cool, right? I like it. I like it quite a bit. So the land does kind of fall down just there. I could terrain it to kind of get it a little bit more level. But first things first, let's just kind of extend from our road section. So if I bring this down by 15, if I bring this down by 15, and then it's all up to us then how we set the rest of it all up. So if I kind of pick a level point here with the highway, so I pick it about here. I'm hoping then that we are now, making it all flat just there, which doesn't really make much difference because we kind of quite highly elevate. So if I pick here, say for example, and we're going to terraform it ourselves to create this little flat basin and then brush it out a bit more. So it drops down like it did anyway, but at least we're a little bit higher so we can stagger it a little bit more easier. And that creates a nice like, kind of like slight cliff edge to the area with what we pretty much got to work with. So if I bring the brush strength right down, I can then just do a little bit of smoothing along these edges. So it's not as harsh, but it still kind of fits within the theme. I like it. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. So let's build from anything. So let's put it. Yeah, we're in play mode. I thought it was in fast forward mode then for a second. That was really weird. My brain had a little weird one. So, right. Now, are we going to need a little car park in here? Yes. Yes, we are. And where do I build it? Not too sure just yet. I can actually end these roads as a car park. So, if I go to the car park in a little system here. So, if I do a 5 by 4 there. And if I upgrade... So, we'll anarchy it in like that. And then the big one, not quite. So it looks like I did a 4 and a 3. So drop the car parking in here. Yeah, we'll get away with that. That shouldn't be a problem. Just like to end it just like there. And let me put the sports stadium first before anything else, because we'll run out of space, won't we? We'll definitely run out of space. So for the sports then, now, they're huge buildings. They are huge buildings we can get in right now. So I've got the choice of American football. I could do the baseball park, which is a little bit smaller to work with. I've got the track and field. I've got the basketball. I've got the aquatics, which is pretty much the swimming and all that. I might do baseball or American football. Now it'd be nice to get it kind of slightly diagonal, wouldn't it? I'm kind of swayed towards footballish. I'll see what happens now. Hold on. So if I came from here and came out by 5, and if I choose to then do a bend like this. Now if I came off that with a stadium like this, that would fit, you know, there, okay. This one's not as big, and it'll still allow me then to kind of build stuff around it. But at the same time, I'm not a huge fan of that road bending as much. So what if I came off here by 10, here by 10? Did that by another 10, and then we do like a... Oh no, it's not going to work like that. I did a 10... That's an 8, so technically I'm doing a 8 by 8. Which will end there. Alright, let's create a few little roads right there. And then I'll drop this. So yeah, my choices were I could either do the football arena or the basketball. Now if I place that there, that is the sheer height differential we've got. But I kind of like it. It just means I've got to do some major terraforming right now to kind of get it all sorted. So smoothing it all off. I'm going to have to push it back a little bit as well. Because that is a sheer cliff edge. But that's part of it though, isn't it? So if I bulk it all around. Oh, no, not there. Alright, smoothing that a bit. Just so it doesn't look like it's too much a part of that. I think we could get away with that. I feel like we could. It just looks like a really big cliff edge driving around. It's not too bad, not too shabby. It's as if, you know, we carved it all out. We built it purposely for this area. I'm gonna go with the football, just because the American football feels like it. You know, this should be like, you know, this does have American vibes. So I gotta go with it, haven't I? I've got to go with it. So right, we've got stuff going down. We've got a little car park over there. I don't know how much they will utilize that. And I could build a little car park here as well. So let's see what I can get up to right now. So if I came off here by 5. Oh, that went wrong somewhere, didn't it? Bam. Now is it a full 8? Not really, but I'm going to merge it in anyway. There we go. So we're utilising 2 car parks within inside of the university, which should give them plenty of space right now to do what they've got to do. Right. Now this is where the chaos now ensues. I'm not going to be able to squeeze every type of building in, but we'll do our best. We'll do our best. So if I create a few little walkways first. So if I bring that down to here, which it is anarchy to kind of connect. Just for now, I can start placing down a couple of the dormitories. So if I do 1, 2, and let's say I pick this point there just to kind of slightly end. I don't really have much space to work with. But I'm using it as a kind of like little path to go around. So we'll see what we get to see what we could do. So I got a dormitory in there, and I place another dormitory just there. We then have the university study hall, which which I'll squeeze in just here. We have the groundskeeping building, small, decent-sized building, which I can squeeze in. I can place it just there. We have then the futsal club, which I'll throw in just here. We have the outdoor study area. Let me get first in where they do the graduations. So I could get that in. I mean, I can get it right next to the study hall here, couldn't I? There we go. So back where we was then. Futsal club we're done. That's the outdoor study area. The gymnasium. We've got the cafeteria. That's a fountain. So I'll get all the little decorative stuff in towards the end. That was the library. The math club. Now there's me saying I'm not going to be able to build a huge university, but I feel like I'm going to be able to fit the majority of this stuff in. We've already got that in. Now we're on to the auditorium. Which... well, hold on. We've got the auditorium. We've got the laboratories, which is a large building as well. So I'll squeeze that in there. We have the bookstore. Throw that in just here. We have the media lab. So I'm going to go back to now doing a few more of the paths dotted around. So I could bring, say, this up to here. Slightly bend. Just kind of end there. We do the same to this. Just kind of slightly end over there. It'll be nice to get in. Well, anarchy a path just there. Because what I can do is slightly move these forward. So then, what didn't I get in? The auditorium. I didn't get that in, did I? No. So I can squeeze like an auditorium there. I actually squeezed the auditorium in here. Right, we did the laboratories. We did the bookstore. Now I've got the media lab, which I can get in just here. The chess club, which I can throw just behind. And then these are the buildings that are way too big for me to get in, so there's no way in this world I can squeeze them in. So now all the little decorative stuff then, so like the outdoor study area, that one's a bit too big. I've got the another fountain I can squeeze in, like, say, just up here. Get away with it just there. We got the academic statue. We'll throw in just here. We then have the second academic statue, which I'll throw in just there. And that's everything I can get in then. So I did say I wasn't going to be a huge university. I mean, I've managed to get some of the main important, well, the majority of the main important buildings in. Everything else I haven't got in, it is what it is. So I think I believe I can now delete some of this path to about here. Delete that back by a tad bit more. And that is, in the grand scheme of things, our beautiful little university. Now I've got to get all the waterworks in. I've got to get some of the more palm trees in to kind of fit more of the vibe of not only just Dead End in general, but also Lost Wages. So get all that in. It should technically have all the power anyway, so there's nothing else it needs to slightly worry about. Just going to sort the terrain heights right now with this. So bring the brush size down. There we go. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So it needs a police vehicle over here at the minute. But that'll get here over time. So the university at the minute, it's called the Technological Institute of Dead End. I'm not sure what we're going to call it, but I can call it the University of Lost Wages, UWL. If anyone's got any ULW, if anyone's got any better names for us, let me know in the comment section down below. But already we got 643 students currently enrolled right now. Now, where I can literally go over the top with the palm tree situation, I'll kind of ease up for just a tad bit. I would just do like some of the inner side stuff. So if I did that, and then what I could do as well is then set up a bunch of the bushes and stuff like that. Well, not the bushes, these are more the plants, aren't they? Just kind of bulk it all up. Just to add some colour into the area. So I'll do a few little bits and bobs to this. Just where I can. Because the more greenery they add in, just the better it's going to look. So I think I'll do this little section and leave it as that. So I'll just dot a load around. Like there, and then we'll use the plant for the rest of it. So you've got trees in the sky, these palm plants on the ground. Not too shabby. So we'll just do that for now. Actually, I'll do this little bit as well. See, I'm getting carried away. I'm getting too carried away. But okay, I'll do that for now. And we'll come back because there's still quite big, wide open gaps and whatnot. But the main inner side of the campus is very green and tree. So I think I'll leave it as that. So what I'll do anyway is I'll set up. So going back to the education side of it right now, this. A path connecting directly over from the monorail stop. We have a monorail stop over there, but I'll get this path connected just here anyway. And we might as well get a path connected going up to there. So it's part of this little junction here. And because you have a little junction there as well, I'll do my last one just there. And then we're pretty much all connected. Oh, I could do a running down here as well. Right, there we go. We're fully connected in terms of walkability, which kind of fills in some of the gaps. I can place some, like, maybe some commercial just here as well. Why not do that, actually? Let's place a little bit of commercial in. Not get it there. Kill it off there as well. Leave it like that. So a little bit of commercial as you enter, so some of the students can grab, like, some snacks, some lunch, if they don't want to grab it from the cafeteria. And they can then pretty much be on their way. Right. Okay, we'll see how that goes then. So, yeah, like I said, we've officially got then a university in. And we have nearly 1,000 students already. That's really good. So let's give it some, like a dissertation then, so it can do, we'll try and get some academic works on the go. Over 1,000 students there now currently. We have... Oh, a game got cancelled. That's probably because the building had no power and whatnot. But now we need some garbage relief. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, there's traffic lights in here. Let me just turn those off. And over time, you might start to see some cars parking over here, but there isn't any ability to park the cars. I'll actually kill off the ability to park cars down this area right now. So kill off all of that. What do you mean they can park here? They shouldn't be able to park there, should they? So first thing you'll do is push the parked cars to the buildings themselves nearby. So we'll just kind of do it around the Recon. Slightly reduce the ability to park near the campus. So this allows us then to try and hopefully push some vehicles into the car parks themselves. I don't know if we will or not. I don't know. Probably not. But keeps these roads free anyway. Get rid of them traffic lights just there and there. Okay. Happy with it. Okay, that's not too bad then. I'll take it. Not too shabby for a beautiful little university right now. Nice and simplistic is the answer. Nice and simplistic. Now we've got that kind of looking pretty damn good if you ask me. We need to take a look then at sorting out this train line problem over here. Because it ain't looking amazing, is it? So first things first then. We should first take a look at these roads crossing over. I think what I'm going to do is get rid of them. So if I delete you, if I delete that little crossing and delete that road for a minute. I know I can't make this road go underground. That's a problem for this road itself. So, or can I? Hold on. Hang on. Hang on. I can make it drop down like this. Right, hold on. Just shut the front door a second, okay? Just shut the front door a second. Now, if I first make the train line here elevated up, but this road can't be elevated. I don't think it can anyway. No, it can't. So I'm going to have to change it. I could do like a wooden bridge. How does that fit within the vibe? I mean, I shorten the distance of the wooden bridge. For example, I could bring... I mean, it's coming... What's the height of that? I don't... Well, I suppose we don't really know, do we? I could bring that to here. All plain and simple. All plain and simple. And then on this little section here, I make a little wooden bridge go across. So then the road underneath goes under, meaning they haven't got to cross the train line. That goes slightly wonky as well, doesn't it? They haven't got to cross the train line. Trains haven't got to stop and slow down. Okay, we'll go with that. So just based on doing it on that side, it's going to mess a few people up right now. It's going to probably destroy some of these buildings. But the vehicles are able to flow. And if they're able to flow out really easily, these vehicles can flow out. And then pretty much replicate what we've just done on this side. I'm surprised we didn't kind of realise that that was going to be an issue from day one. So get all that zoning back in. No, I won't throw a building just there. No, actually we will. We will. So get all that back in there. I'm liking the wooden bridge because it gives a vibe, doesn't it? It does give a nice little sweet vibe. So that means the vehicles can now exit out. But from this side, not too good. Now this is my problem with the trains. I've got to change their routes up as well. And I've got problems with vehicles trying to get in as well. So pause again. We are going to now... Now, this is going to be... Oh, I was going to say that's going to be an issue, but the road overpasses. It's a simple right-hand turn here, isn't it? So if I delete you, and just delete you for a minute, and delete that building. Now, it connects from there. So if I bring it to... We'll do it from this side. So I'll bring it down to here and bring it down to, let's say, -10. There, and then straight up. Am I able to connect from here directly down? So I've created like a drop in the road. I believe so. And then the train line, we elevate it instead. So then into play mode, which means, again, they no longer have to cross the road. I've dropped down this little section, which any zoning on this right now will be nicely staggered. So all commercial, residential. Oh no, I get rid of that bit. That'll be residential instead. kind of fit within the theme. So now we have an underpass that they're able to walk with. Now I don't know whether, because they're getting stuck on all that stuff, that's what was being an issue for the train line. I'm not 100% sure. So before I do adjust the train line itself and maybe change some of the routes, I'll ultimately see what happens first and foremost. So I don't know how that will then eventually change things. Because if it's got to wait, it's got to wait. It's not a problem. It's like there's a train coming down right now. There's a train coming down right now. So it just plays the waiting game. But the thing is, it's not making any of the traffic wait. So now the buses are clearing. This is now gone a little bit more free. And I do like the idea of having that little bit of a bridge. It's quite nice. I like the wooden bridge. It gives a different vibe. Nice, Sediac. Nice. Okay, that's not too bad then. We'll accept that. We'll take that. We'll take that. So, we don't have any, in Mary Miller Park right now, any greenery. So, should we drop a little bit of greenery like what we've been doing in some of the other areas? So, show a little bit of love to Tumbleweed right now. Bit of greenery, bit of shade in the park. Because it's, the weather's so hot. These guys need a little bit of shade. Now, I'm not going over the top like I've done in Los Wages, just because Los Wages has the money for the upkeep of these palm trees to be planted in their thousands, where Tumbleweed doesn't have the luxury of that. All their tree budget is going on this park anyway. Alright, just dot around now some of the plants. Beautiful. Adds something a little bit spicy to the area. Okay, right, there's my issue. Right in front of my eyes right now. There is my issue. So we gotta decrease that right now. We gotta decrease that. So we've got to find the way in which we can now make these train lines more efficient. Now, what would be a good idea would be, now, because we got all these places now available, is setting up some loops. Now, I could do, in the grand scheme of things, if I zoom out, a loop that goes through Los Wages, up to Oxbrook, through Tumbleweed and down. So I create like a circular loop. And then I can have a train line from Flood to Drought that goes the back way into Tumbleweed, then to the Sandstone Industry, which means I'm reducing my train lines to 2 train lines altogether. So that could be like a really, really big help for us. It just means I've got to create some type of a connection here. But at the same time, I want a train line that goes from Los Wages all the way up to Drought. People are still dying. What's going on with the death care? Is the water polluted still? The water's not polluted no more. Even though why is it like it's still being sucked up by that? I want to delete that altogether. Right, we'll get to the bottom of the death very, very soon. So, let me take a look then. Let me take a look at what's going on. Because I can't widen this. That's a huge problem because of the type of train station it is right now. But I gotta reduce the amount of vehicles kind of utilizing it. So, right, this is going to be a huge pain right now. Trains. We have 5 passenger train lines all together. What is going on? So what if I, you know what, I'm gonna delete them all, and we're gonna start again. We're gonna start from scratch. They're all gonna hate me for doing this, but I'm gonna start from scratch. Okay, so. We're going to have one that starts at Sandstone Industry. That is obviously going to come through Tumbleweed. And then want it to go up to Drought that way. I can then have a line that goes that way, up there, down this way, and aha! Right. I've got the lines. I've got the lines. Right, okay. We're going to change different colours as well to make it more easy to see. So we start the line here. We'll make them stop in Tumbleweed. Now, it's important they stop on a certain side of the tracks, which they should do. But I want them to take this direction here. And then go all the way down to here. Oh, I deleted that line. Didn't need to. So the fact that they're coming through this way, as you can now see. Let me change. I can't change it yet until I've done it. So they're coming up that way. It's very important that they do this. Then they come back to this on the opposite side of the train line. Now here, obviously they're on the other side of the train line. And they go all the way down and complete the line just there. So if I view the line right now real quick, we'll change this to... Does red stand out? Let me change it to blue. There we go. You can easily visually see that right now. So there's the blue line. Well, blue purple. It goes that way up and ends there. Now, it's important that it does that. Now, what I've got to do right now is kind of underground-ish. Is I've now got to try and get these connected. Yeah, that would have been fine. So, what I do here then is we're going to start it here. Okay. Starts in Drought, goes down to Oxbrook, comes up to Tumbleweed, and then it goes this way down to Hlos or Wedges, which will be coming in. I'll bring it into this one. Which apparently I can't do because of the train line. I've kind of messed up now, haven't I? Am I now continuing the line? No. Right, hold on. That's kind of messed up right now. So, that line there, let me delete it. Right, we'll start it here. It's okay to start it here. So, we'll start there. Goes up and stops just here. Follows this all the way around. And when it comes down to here, we'll switch over to that line to kind of end just there. Then it'll come back out of this station, but it'll be on the other side of the line right now to go to Oxbrook. Then it stops in Tumbleweed and then goes all the way down this way and finishes off just here. So that's how that loop now works. So if I change the colour of that, and I'll change that to green. So you can see how the two lines work. And most importantly, as they come in, they're coming in. So no one's crisscrossing one another, trying to switch up lanes. The switching happens on the junctions that they turn from. That's kind of what I'm saying to myself. Now we'll start a new line that obviously goes back and forth here because I've deleted this one. So we'll get that one finalized real quick. It doesn't really matter about this one, it's just the crossing over. Bam, bam, bam. Now what I also could do is set up a... So that would be a anti-clockwise route. To now set up a clockwise route on the other side of it. So we have the ability to then go clockwise on the opposite side of the tracks of some of the stops. We come into here, have a stop just there, which will then go down to Oxbrook. It will then come all the way down to here. Now this is where I might have an issue. But I can drop you just there. I'm going to sort that out in just a second. So it's on the opposite side of the tracks right now, which is very important for me to do this and connect into there. I'm going to change this system over here. So while they do come into this, I'm going to pause. Delete that. So I'm then going to bring you to there. Connect you like that. Connect you like that. That's a monstrosity, but hold on. Okay. Hold on. So if I then move that one to that side, give it a second, because it should update itself. Which it has done there, but I just want to make sure a train can actually go through this. So it's a bit chaotic in that little junction section there. It is looking very, very, very chaotic right now. I don't know why that one has to kind of come up here and turn into there. But I need to flip these round, don't I? So that might be a better system to do it like that, them sides. Because that edge there goes straight out, whereas this one coming out this way goes straight up that way. It's got to wait for them to cross over. So that should be a better system. So I've actually, throughout the whole of that, I've got rid of what? One additional train line is what I got rid of. But hopefully that's a lot more effective right now in dispersing and transferring the peeps to where they need to get to. Now, are we having issues because the graveyard is full? Yeah, if I choose to empty that and then have this ready to go, that will send a few more hearses out and about. Because we have got a little bit of death everywhere now, haven't we? How's university doing right now? Wow, 1,700 people. So that means in our education, what should be somewhat now creeping up, 13% highly educated. So all those places requesting the higher education peeps should now slowly start to get them. I'm making some decent money. So what buildings are we got still yet to turn on? The Rio Grande Casino Hotel, 1,500. We'll turn that one on. And then is it just this one? And now are all the casinos now fully turned on? They are. They are. We've still got loads of work to do around them. Don't get me wrong, there's still lots of work to get done. But that's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool. I'm impressed. Now, oh, hang on, I forgot to change the other side of the train line. Now, I'm going to expect to see trains causing issues. So this one here will change to yellow. So you can see the difference right now between the trains. But the thing is, right, when a train goes into here, it's leaving that opposite, well, straight after. It's not coming in to then reverse to go back out, unless it obviously is like an intercity train, which I could turn them off in this one. So they don't approach there. I could do the same here. I'll do the same just over here. And you know what? We'll only allow in-city trains in lost wages. And that will then eliminate... I've only got to do it to this station because the other one's not connected to the outside world. That will eliminate then the rogue trains just tearing through, causing issues for us as well. So they come in, they'll go out the opposite way rather than reversing back, meaning that these guys just wait their turn, which is a lot more handy than the way we were doing it before, when some could come out the opposite way. So it'll take its time, but it will do it. We will get there. We'll be rocking and rolling. But it's also a case as well as looking at the train lines, and because some of the train lines could have too many trains needed for them. Like this is that an intercity train? No, it's not. But going back to this, and we need this set up. Wait, those are intercity trains, aren't they? Yeah. I was about to say, we don't have any orange trains tearing through this. So, yeah, them ones there with the intercity trains, they're now tearing through and skedaddling out of here. So what we got waiting right now is just what comes through. Right, we've got to sort this death wave out then. Let's get this rocking and rolling right now. We've just opened up one of the other graveyards, but it's all the way over there. I feel like we need to build something more local. Man, I've got space over here to play around with something, with an idea. Let's see what we can come up with. So, a lot of traffic coming around right now. I think that traffic is down to the fact that I just killed off all my train lines, so everyone decided to take to driving. Now that there is 5. Now I know that is a path. But I'm going to connect up a road network to it as a way to kind of quickly slightly end it. Bring that down as well. And if I just quickly delete a little chunk of it, I can extend the remainder of the path just to there. And then we'll build like a little cemetery area over here right now, which will be really, really handy. So, V cemetery V, we got the V crematorium. So if I placed it just here, and then do you reckon that will be all I need? There's a small little crematorium just there. How many? It can drop out 20 hearses. I need a crematorium. So that's a cemetery, isn't it? Yeah, that is a cemetery. So I need a crematorium. So I'll go for this advanced one. Just up there. That's got the water. It's got the power. So it's not perfect. It's not beautiful. I'll have to reconfigure it to make it look like a proper establishment. But it should now give us some capacity to kind of utilize. So I've caused my own traffic problem right now with getting rid of the train line just momentarily. So while we wait for the train line to kind of get back to its full potential as it once was, I'm liking the idea that it goes all the way to drought and then switches lanes. So it should be okay. It shouldn't be any issues with that little side. There's plenty of room for them to maneuver. And there's loads of people on the platforms as well. So it'll take time for us to get, fully back into the swing of things with the train lines. But yeah, doing what we've done there is kind of saved our bacon quite a bit with the issues that we were having. Stuff like the bus line is going to be probably a big issue as well. So that is bus line 1. I'll just quickly view it. All the buses currently on it right now are being pretty much filled up, and there's a few people waiting. So I'm going to add an additional 4 buses to the route. So we'll go around picking more and more people up right now. But yeah, not too shabby. So I think we'll end it for here then, guys. We've got some of the main important buildings in. We've got the rest of our casinos up and running. And hopefully the crematorium and the cemetery that we just recently built will slowly start picking more and more people up. This one can have 32 vehicles, which are all out right now. This one's got 20, which is all out right now. They're probably caught up and stuck in some of the traffic, which I can see right here. They are now. But give it a little bit of time, and I think we should find our feet all over again. We'll be back on it. Back on it then. So as of right now, 1,600 people are at the university. They are yet to sort out any dissertations for the academic year, the academic works. So we won't level up any time soon. We yet to have a gameplay. The next one's going to come in 2062, which is only 2061 at the minute. So that'd be kind of interesting to kind of look out for. We got a nice big chunk of residential now coming in, so we can then slowly start kind of filling up a lot of these areas. And a lot of these areas will come down to these little cul-de-sacs and stuff like that. So getting all these finalised, finishing off the sprawl of the neighbourhoods, the areas. Just like that. Got some nice big chunks just here we'll kind of fill in. And we'll paint the rest of these cul-de-sacs right now. And that kind of finishes off this sprawl of the neighbourhood on this side of Lost Wages. Pretty much perfect. There we go. So we're going to have a little bit of commercial demand we can also squeeze in. So what I could do is I can paint this whole little section here. So I don't think we need the power grid up here anymore. So fit all that in just there. And then we'll bring the residential down so far to here and leave it like that. So it should all have water, which it does. And let it just build itself up naturally. So guys, we can end it for here then. I hope you did enjoy this episode. We've got a beautiful little university in right now, Lost Wages. We've reconfigured the whole train line scenario right now, which should technically be a little bit more efficient, as there's now less trains, less lines tripping over one another. The intercity trains don't all tear through as well, kind of causing mass issues. I've got more buses now pulling up over here. So this should drop a load of people off and pick a load of people up all at the same time, which it does. So things are being fine-tuned perfectly. We're slowly but surely we are getting there. But guys, we can end for here anyway. I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, good.